welcome in this new video. It's 11 a.m. and I'm just done with work. One, I know you're gonna say finishing work at 11 a.m. What job are you doing? Two, I know I'm starting the video exactly where I ended up the last video. So I promise it's a different day. It's been 3 days since I recorded anything. And yeah, I know I'm finishing work at 11, but explanation. I've been struggling with work for the past 2 months, and what I'm doing now is I'm on half shift, I'm on reduced shift. Because I first was on medical leave, and now as a doctor, if I could like slowly go back to work to like normal hours by getting like some reduced hours. That's what I'm doing at the moment, but it's true that it was been a bit mentally exhausting to work 3 days in a row, and I know 3 days in a row is nothing, and I'm lucky to work 3 days in a row. But for where I am mentally at my mental state at the moment, for me 3 days is quite a bit. So it makes me quite struggle to be at work for 3 days. And even if I'm on reduced hours, I still have some anxiety to come to work. But anyway, I'm off tomorrow and I'm back on Thursday, so I have like one day the break in between. But now I'm done with work. I'm gonna quickly get some food and then I'm gonna go to the gym and train. I still don't know what I'm gonna train. It's gonna depend on how I feel and what's free. Because usually around lunchtime it's always quite busy at the gym. I don't know why. Maybe they're all on like reduced shift for what I know. Maybe like they're all like me, almost unemployed. But yeah, so it's gonna depend on what's free and how I feel. I'm thinking overhead press because that's a bit easier because deadlift is quite impactful on my body and squat is far from being my forte. So probably gonna go for overhead press. First, I'm going to change. So I got my clothes with me. I'm gonna change here in the staircase because there is nobody around me. So please, can you just close your eyes for 2 seconds while I get changed? Just for 2 seconds. Just please close your eyes for 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get changed. Right, you can open your eyes now. I am dressed and ready to go to the gym. Sadly, I thought I wore the t-shirt, so I wore the t-shirt for spin and to clean the steam essence from the spa. So it stinks like spa gone off. It doesn't smell great at all. So it's not pleasant. I really thought like my black t-shirt with me, but that t-shirt instead. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, lift some heavy weight-ish. So I see you at the gym. Training done. Oh my god, that was so hard. Not the weight training part, just the step part. It's 35 degrees in the car, so I just opened the door a little bit to get some fresh air in because otherwise I'm gonna melt. But yeah, it was a really good training session. I did some overhead press, I did a bit of full body, and also I did, for the first time in a really long time, I did a superset. So I did like dumbbells and then push-ups. and it was actually quite tough, especially after I did some burger and split squats. So that got my heart rate quite high. I'm at the moment I'm trying to kind of change my workouts. Like the last past 5 months, I've been adding some compound exercises. So when I started the gym, I started with powerlifting, so that was my main focus, and I built up a lot of strength by doing that. But then, you know, I was like on and off in the powerlifting stage, and I realized that I really love feeling strong in the gym. So for that, I love doing compound exercises. So I'm definitely gonna keep that in my training. But the other exercises where you just focus on one muscle group, I want to change those ones. I want to change the exercises and do something a little bit different, like supersets, or working maybe more with dumbbells and less with machines and all of that. So even if I'm not really a machine user, but I still like the cable machine, I'm trying to change it more to use a bit more dumbbells. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and that's kind of my main focus at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think you will never be satisfied with the way you look. Like at the moment, like I'm quite pleased on the way I look muscularly, but of course I want more. And I think in the fitness industry, you will never be satisfied. You will always seek for more. My main focus at the moment is lifting heavier, changing my training, and trying to put a bit more muscle on. Of course, that's gonna take time. That won't be done in one day. Especially like not taking anything to help me won't make it easier. But I really enjoy training, so I don't really mind keep pushing, you know. And I've been thinking of a challenge that I wanna do, and I'm probably gonna do the challenge tomorrow. Start it tomorrow, or maybe in the next couple of days. And I'm quite excited to try it, but also not scared, but like wondering, I will be able to do it, not only on the video aspect, but on also like, I'm gonna just do it. And I've been like thinking about it and writing it down at days when I was on a treadmill, and trying to find a way to make it work and to make it possible and to make it durable. So yeah, the next challenge is going to be sorry, I think it beeped. So the next challenge is going to be, well, apparently, I'm sorry, it keeps beeping, so I guess you're gonna need to wait until the video comes out to find out what the challenge is gonna be. But I'm really sure that you will enjoy it and that you will be able to try it by yourself quite easily. Or maybe not easily, but you can try it by yourself. Right? You will see. I'm probably gonna if you follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is there, probably can guess what it's gonna be. So if you follow me for the next week, you may have an idea on what the challenge is gonna be. But on a note, it's really, really warm. I'm gonna go home because I try to aim to be home before 2. I'm easily gonna make it. Yeah, I want to go home. Want to eat something because I am absolutely starving, and then I'm gonna take a shower as well because it's been a long day. It's been at a class this morning at 6:45 a.m. Like it was a spinning class I had to give. Then I did some cleaning at the gym as well, and then I went to train for a couple of hours. Now it's 26 degrees outside, 35 degrees in the car, so I need a shower. I see you at home. Finally. I'm so starving, so I'm gonna quickly do something. I was going to eat my oats, but like I know it's like not an animal-based diet, but I must admit I've not been perfect. But that's also gonna be part of the challenge upcoming and all of that. But yeah, I've not been perfect. Like sometimes when I'm working, especially when I do the opening at the gym, where I need to be there at 5:30. Usually I have chicken, then oat, and then my leftovers of the day before. But because I was planning to work at Starbucks, I already had my venison, and I was going to keep the oat for now. But like I said, I'm not gonna eat it now. I'm probably gonna keep it for tomorrow. But I'm gonna make a kind of snack that I had yesterday. So it's kind of not exactly the same, but I'm gonna try to make it a bit differently. So it's not really a recipe, because you're gonna see is just putting stuff together and putting them in a bowl and then enjoying it. But at least it will be quite nice and good, because it's 2 p.m. and I am absolutely starving, and I probably won't eat before like 4:30. So I'm gonna put you on a stand so I can record, and I'm gonna show you the recipe. What I'm gonna do first is gonna cut the cucumber. So what I'm doing first is cutting the end and cutting them into small cubes. Then I'm going to come add some tzatziki, so 1 or 2 tablespoons. Just come mix a little bit around. Next step, we're gonna add some feta, just a few cubes for a little bit of fat. And then last but not least, you can use any type of chorizo that you want. But I'm gonna add those kind of chorizo. So I'm just gonna cut it in small pieces. Add some salt, not much because it's already quite salty, pepper, and a bit of garlic. Then mix. You can always add a bit more chorizo if you want a bit more or a bit less. It's up to you. And you got yourself a healthy snack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch a little bit of TV while I eat, and then I need to edit that video. I may bake a little bit, but I think if I bake, I'm gonna cook the flat even more. So I may bake, may not, but I really need to finish the video before tomorrow, sorry. I don't need to, but I want to finish that video before tomorrow because I want to really post like more regularly, and I couldn't post anything for the past 3 days, I think, maybe 2 days. I don't know, but like I really want to finish the video for today or tomorrow, like max. So I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna work. All right, I am showered and I just worked for a bit, like 1 hour or something. So I did quite a bit of editing. It's still too warm to take the girls out, so I'm gonna wait a little bit before taking them out. It's been like 26, 27 degrees today, and it's like 27 degrees in the flat. So it's absolutely dreadful. And I baked. I'm not gonna lie, I baked. But I didn't bake something that goes in the oven. I mean, it's gonna need to go in the oven, but not now. It's gonna need to go in the oven like tonight or whatever, when the weather is a bit like more bearable. But I made cookies. I got like a massive problem with baking. I think you don't realize like how much I got a problem with baking. It's something that calms me down. I like to do it, when I'm at home and I can put YouTube on and I just like calm down and I just de-stress. So I love baking, but also when it's 27 degrees outside, and it's just impossible. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna cook now because it's 4 p.m. now. My wife won't be too long now. Sorry if the machine is on. Yeah, so she won't be too long now. So I'm gonna try to get everything ready before she arrives. I'm not gonna make anything fancy. I'm gonna make something that goes with the weather. So programming like a chicken salad. But because I use quite a bit of the feta for my snack, I don't have really much feta left. So I may do a guacamole or something on the side to have a bit more fat and something to keep us more full. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but we're gonna improvise and gonna make something good for tea tonight. All right, so I'm gonna do breaded chicken. So what I'm using the golden breadcrumb from Tesco. And what I'm doing is I put like everything in a bowl with all the spices in a bowl. If you want to know which spices I use, go watch my Instagram reel where I put all the ingredients of the breadcrumb and of course some eggs. When I cook with chicken, what I do is I use not a wooden plank, I use kind of a plastic one because it's easier to clean, with like salmonella, everything. I take the chicken, I slice all the fat off, or the nerve, or the thing that are a bit chewy and not nice. So I cut that off, then kind of cut them open to kind of butterfly them. When that's done, I put them in the egg, and I put them in the breadcrumb. I forgot to mix. So that one is gonna be quite spicy. And what you do is that you do that belly. Sorry, my dog is barking for attention. You do that for each chicken breast and you put that in the air fryer. But what I do after is I just put it in the air fryer for 20 minutes at 180 degree. So just make sure to double check that it's cooked, because regarding the size of the chicken, it can take 20, 25, 30 minutes. Just before you eat it, just double check that it's cooked, because you don't want to eat raw chicken. Hopefully that's gonna be ready before my wife arrives for work. She should be there in 20 minutes-ish. So yeah, hopefully that's gonna be cooked, and I'm gonna clean a little bit before she arrives, because I'm a messy cook. Alright, I'm gonna end up the video here, and I really hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna put the calories of the chicken and salad at 40. And as you can see, it's so easy to make something you could find in the shop and actually made it yourself. It took me literally 10 minutes to do the salad, the breaded chicken, and record as well the recipe. And then you just put it in the air fryer for 20, 30 minutes, and that's it. So the only prep time is 10 minutes. And that proves to you that you can easily eat healthy or in a healthier way and cooking for just 10 minutes. And I want to show a bit more recipes of healthy snack or healthy lunch or just healthy meals in general. And I'm probably gonna try to post them more on Instagram in form of reels, because it's way shorter and way direct. But I'm probably gonna do a few of them on YouTube for the longer version. So if you want to see more recipes, follow me on Instagram. And I also want to say that at the moment I am 90% animal-based diet. So as you could see, I had some carbs during my tea. And of course, it was like not massive. So, but my point is, I'm not like 100% strict animal-based diet. I'm around 90%, and sometimes I have like oats for breakfast, or I got some crisp in there. Or I got more carbs than you will have in animal-based diet, but like far less than I will have usually. Like I said, it's maybe like 50, 70 grams of carbs a day. And some days it's less, and some days may be a bit more. And my point with that is, find something that works for you. Even if you have a name of on a type of diet, for example, like I am animal-based diet, but that doesn't mean that you need to follow it like strictly every single day. Then you need to be like really strict about it. If you find a way that works for you, like even if I'm a 90% animal-based diet, so I consider myself animal-based, you can still make like some changes here and there and make something that and live and eat in a way that suits you and that just suits your lifestyle. But anyway, I'm gonna end up the video here because I'm getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes. So give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.